Finally, a result that is well deserved. Result was a long time coming. We beat Spurs. I don't care if people tell me it was against 9 men, 10 men, 11 men, 13. It doesn't matter. Listen, Tottenham had a chance to take 3 points from us and they bottled it. They shot themselves in the foot because of the fact that they got injured, sent off. They completely lost their head. That's why they're called bottle ham, because they just bottle any type of pressure that comes their way, any type that is time for them to prove themselves, right? They bottle it. And let's be honest, right? This is probably the first time they're coming up against a proper team. Not Man United, who I think they beat Man United. They drew against Arsenal. They beat Liverpool. Listen, when it comes to Chelsea, they know it is a game. It's not just a game of football. A battle of the bridge is always a game where there's going to be beef. There's always drama. There's always sending off. There's always fights. Managers are going at it. So it doesn't really matter. But Spurs know that they could either go to war with us or play football. They tried to go to war with us. We wanted to play football. They end up losing and we capitalized. And I'm happy. But listen, my personal opinion is that's not our best performance. I think we can actually do better. The reason why we won is because Tottenham are not a big club. And let's be really honest, they're not a big club. They're pushing to be top 4. That is their ambition. If they get above top 4, like winning the league or finishing 3rd or 2nd, they've overachieved. But they need to get back in the Champions League for all the money that they've spent, right? But they bottled it against Chelsea. Let's be real. But I'm here to talk about Tottenham bottling. I'm here to talk about how great my club has been. And I just want to give a shout out to my man, Nicholas Jackson. This guy has been under immense scrutiny. He hasn't even come to Chelsea with a massive price tag on his head. He's come from a club it's a big club in I think he came from Spain, but he's come to a massive club. So with a massive club comes big expectations, right? It's always been that way with Chelsea. But this guy, I respect him. I respect his mentality. He's getting criticism from Chelsea fans. Last week, I said a Chelsea fan to be quiet because a Chelsea fan must have got at Nicholas and said, where are the goals at? And he told him to be quiet. Spurs fan getting on him and he told him to be quiet as well. So I'm happy with the fact that it was a hat-trick. But there's just this nonsense that's going around, that's perpetuating around social media, that is the worst hat-trick. Listen to me. It does not matter if he taps it in. It doesn't matter if he heads it in, toes it in, back of his foot, if it hits his shoulder, if it hits his nose. I could not care less how the ball hits the back of the net. As long as it comes off my player and it goes into the back of the net, listen, your opinion means absolutely nothing if you think it's the worst hat-trick of all time. It's a hat-trick. He scored 3 goals in a derby away. That is a massive achievement. Don't care how many ways you flip it and spin it. It is a massive achievement to score a hat-trick away. So shout out to my man Nicholas, his first hat-trick, doing better than every other striker except for Haaland, because we know he's a beast. And there is a fan. I could not find this tweet for the life of me because I wanted to make a video about it. When we were losing 1-0, right? When we were losing 1-0, I was following the tweets, right? And someone shouted out, or someone left a tweet saying, and it was a Chelsea fan, I can't understand why Reece James is a captain. He shouldn't be captain in a game like this. Take him off, mate. I swear. If I wasn't so engrossed in the game, I would have responded to this. I couldn't find. Listen, this is my captain. Yeah. Not only is he an academy that's made it into the first team, who we need to wrap our arms around and respect, but it's his first year. Give the man time, right? As you can see, if you actually watch the game, a lot of the players respect Reece James because he's a Champions League winner. Right? He's gone through what it takes. He knows what it takes to get through the ranks from academy to the first team to win the Champions League. Every academy player has the dream of winning the Champions League for their club. Reece James has done that. Not a lot of people in today's football, this generation, can actually say, do you know what? I started off at my club. Now I've won the Champions League, which is arguably one of the highest honors you can achieve in football, is winning the Champions League for your club. Reece James has done that. He's got the experience. He's got the mentality. People need to respect this kid. Respect him. He's our captain. Get behind him and respect him. But you know what? There is a start. Everyone was talking about a lot of players coming through that we bought in the summer, right? Everyone, Nicholas Jackson, Mudryk, who came earlier on in the year, Madueke. We've got obviously Cancedo, Lavia, and Cuckoo. But you know who I'm very pleasantly surprised? My man Cole Palmer. A surprise signing that we signed nearing to the end of the transfer window, came from Man City, and this kid right here, This kid right here, his mentality. He was the only one when the game started that actually settled down. We seemed a bit erratic. There was players telling Pochettino to change the system in the middle of the game. There's a massive argument between, I think it was between Enzo and Pochettino, saying, "Look, we need to change the system, change the system, change the system." When we were 1-0 down, and everyone was playing erratic, but he was the only one actually trying to control the game when we had the ball. This kid here, right? He is a big game player. He's got such a great mentality, and I feel like if he carries on this way, he's going to Europe. It's going to be difficult for him to get into Europe, depending on how well we do this season. This kid is going to be a star player for England. I'm telling you, I'm telling this right now. I'm going to stick my neck out and say he is going to be a star player for England. He is the next generation of England players to be a star. Jude Bellingham is the future England captain, and he is going to be the future of England's attack, whether he plays as a false nine or whether he plays as a striker, which I doubt very much. But even if he plays off the striker on the left or right, this kid can play anywhere in the attack, and he is an absolute baller, and he is the future of Chelsea. So we need to hang on to Cole Palmer. I have been a bit I've been a bit of a critique. Yeah, I still think he's going to be a success at Chelsea, but just some of his comments that he made before the game, I understand he's being very open and honest, which I don't think like he should have, because he said one day maybe if he's out of the job, if Tottenham come back for him, he'll go back. But I don't think it was appropriate to say that before a big game. But anyways, but it seems like he knows what he's doing in terms of how we play without the ball. With the ball, it's very high pressure without the ball, and we play fast. And as if you watch, obviously you saw on Sky Sports that he was telling the players to pass the ball, keep passing, because even when Tottenham went down to 9 men, and I don't really want to talk about the referees in this video. We could talk about that. You can follow me on TikTok, guys. I have a TikTok account where I'm talking about the referees, but this is just about Chelsea in this video. But he was kept on telling the players when Tottenham were down to 9 men and we were struggling to find a way through. He would say, "Listen, pass, keep passing. Stop these over the top balls. Stop losing the ball erratically. Just keep passing the ball, keep passing." And sometimes a short, simple square ball in the box would do wonders. And then once the players caught wind of what Pochettino was saying, that's when Nicholas Jackson scored the hat-trick. So he knows what he's doing. And I hope that we continue on this way, and I hope Pochettino gains a bit of confidence that, you know what, your tactics are working, the players are listening. So let's just hope we can kick on. We've got Man City, and I'm not confident, and there's a reason why I'm not confident. Anthony Taylor is going to be refereeing the Chelsea Man City game this weekend, and I'm not looking forward to it. I personally believe I respect referees. I come from a family of referees. So for me, I'm very careful about what I say. I'm not just going to fly off the handle every single time a referee makes a decision that I don't agree with. All right. I'm not going to fly off the handle. But I'm telling you now, I don't believe this guy is competent enough to officiate a big game. He was demoted into the Championship, didn't do very well. I thought he was going to stay there for at least a couple of months, but he's back after one game in the Premier League, and he's going to be officiating the Chelsea game versus Man City. And I feel like this game is too big for him. But there is also, every single time he officiates a Chelsea game, he makes a lot of decisions against Chelsea. Now, you could say, oh, maybe just Chelsea are just playing badly. But there are so many times, and I can bring up the evidence, where decisions have gone against us when it shouldn't have gone against us. And I feel like every decision he makes, he misses. He misses these decisions that should go for Chelsea. I ain't a fan of his at all. So I was looking forward to the Man City game. I feel like we can at least try and nick a point. We are playing at home. But for some reason, I'm not confident going into this game. And the way VAR is at the moment, again, I don't want to talk about VAR because it's getting a lot of stick at the moment, but the way VAR is at the moment, and I do believe the VAR referee is the same referee that's made some heinous decisions. I need to confirm that. But alongside that, we have Anthony Taylor on the pitch, which I don't think is going to work well for Chelsea. So I was hopeful. I thought we were going to get at least a point, but now I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to lower my expectations. I had high expectations for Chelsea. I knew we were going to beat Spurs, because Spurs, I think, have only beaten us 6 times in the Premier League. But and with Anthony Taylor now against City, I don't know, man. I've lowered my expectations. So we'll see. So anyways, guys, thank you for checking out this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be dropping some more content on the channel. And I have a TikTok channel if you guys want to watch that as well. I put up TikToks on a daily basis about Chelsea and all things related to football. So don't forget to subscribe here. And if you want to follow me on TikTok, the link is in the description. And I'll see you with the next upload. Come on, Blues.